Hi, I'm Dan with Acoustica, and we're here at NAMM 2015 to show off the all-new Mixcraft 7, specifically Mixcraft Pro Studio 7, which is our incredibly feature-packed new version. It contains 52 effects. We've got 20 virtual instruments. It's 64-bit. It'll seamlessly host 32-bit plugins side by side with your 64-bit plugins and effects. It's all just built in and automatic. And it's got 2 new samplers in it. It's got a step sequencer. We've got a live performance view. It's loaded with new features, and it comes in at $164.95. So it's a very attractive package, very powerful and easy to use.
So why don't you start with what the highlights of the new stuff are?
Okay, so I'll show you our Omni sampler. It's one of the easiest samplers to use in the world. You just drag samples into slots and you trigger them with keys on your keyboard. You can mess with the filter settings, you can modulate the sounds. We've even got a cool function called rubber that lets you sort of warp the speed in interesting ways. We've got Alpha Sampler, which is the easiest sampler on the planet. You take any sound, speech, music, loops, anything, drag it in, and you can play that sample up and down your keyboard. And you've also got lots of interesting ways to warp it and manipulate it. The big new feature in Mixcraft 7 is our live performance panel, which allows you to load MIDI and audio loops. You can trigger them, trigger entire sets. Very simple to use, very powerful.
Kind of like a clipboard?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. All built into Mixcraft and super easy to use, which is our trademark. We've got a new step sequencer. So you can very easily and quickly build drum beats and patterns. And the step sequencer works with the Omni sampler. So as you drag samples into the Omni sampler, you can go to the step sequencer and you can add samples by name. You can see exactly what those samples are, and you can build patterns. Very simple to use. You can also build melodic patterns. You can add scales. So if you've got a synthesizer and you want to build a pattern in E minor, you can just select E minor, select the octave range that you're interested in, and click around to easily build a pattern. It's really a lot of fun. As I said, we now support 64-bit effects, which just allows Mixcraft to load huge projects and work with giant sample libraries. Of course, all of Mixcraft's trademark features are in there. You know, everything's drag and drop. You can build submix tracks. You can just drag your, oh, that's a send track, sorry. But yeah, you can take a submix track. You can just drag children into it. It's, you know, everything's really simple. Anything can be resized, moved around in a very visual way. Everything in the software is drag and drop. We have new time stretching technology in Mixcraft 7. We believe it's the finest time stretching technology in the industry, and that allows us to add audio warping and audio quantizing, which is an all-new feature in Mixcraft as well. So you can take a sound, you can easily add audio warping, just click to add markers, drag them around, shape the sound any way you want. Plus we have automatic quantizing. You can take your MP3, click on auto warp, and it'll instantly quantize it to the grid. It makes it extremely easy to create remixes. Plus, once you've had a section you want, you can easily just make selections and drag those selections into the clip launcher or into the Omni sampler. And we've even got automatic slicing, so you can take a 16-bar phrase, slice it up into quarter notes or half notes or measures, send that to the Omni sampler or to the performance panel for just really fun and intuitive ways to chop up songs and remix and have fun with audio.
Question, your video capabilities. I've always wondered about that you have video editing in a DAW. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Mixcraft is not just an audio editor, it's a video editor. You can load video files, you can crossfade them. There's quite a number of interesting video effects that you can use. It's just as easy as adding a video track, and then there's You can add text. We have moving titles. We have all kinds of ways to automate text. It's, you know, it's super simple to use.
Can you cut and paste?
You can cut and paste. You can chop stuff up. You can even time stretch video, just like audio. Take clips of video, time stretch it, change the brightness, mess with the color, use all kinds of automated video effects. And of course, everything is synchronized to the music tracks as well. So it's really quite simple to take your video, edit it, and add loops and audio to create a little soundtrack as well.
Wow. So is the new version available now?
It's available now. It came out in December. Our Pro Studio package is $165. Our standard package is $85.
What's the difference?
The only real difference is plugins. There's some really cool plugins. We have a CS80 emulator in our Pro Studio package. We've got a number of additional really high-end instruments and effects. There's a whole mastering suite. We include isotope mastering technology in Pro Studio. A lot of really cool mastering plugins by G-Sonic. So there's just a focus on advanced mastering and sort of advanced synthesis as well. But if you have a suite of plugins that you're happy with, for under $100, you have an entire 64-bit DAW, unlimited tracks, unlimited audio. You can split and layer instruments on a MIDI track. It's the easiest DAW on the planet to use, and we couldn't be happier about it.
Great. Well, thanks very much.
Thank you.